Hello everyone, this is Richard Boyd from Energetics Institute. Welcome to our series of surviving in the downtime that we're all going through in the lockdown. Today I wanted to talk to you about routine. Many of you have either been made unemployed or are finding that your work schedule has been disrupted to the point that you're spending most of your time at home versus what would be a normal work environment. The trap in all this is that those who live from home may struggle to set up structures and routines in this time and may find that their disciplines that they normally have by getting up, getting dressed, going to work or doing whatever you do starts to fall apart. What we do now know from a mental health perspective is that establishing a daily routine in a lockdown environment is actually very much a positive resilience creating factor for surviving a lockdown in long-term situations. It goes like this: the brain needs to be occupied and attended to in terms of having things to do. The problem you'll find in this period is that a lot of you will have what we call a boredom factor creep in, where you find that you are struggling to work out what to do with your day. For those of you who are working from home, that shouldn't be a problem. A related effect is boundaries. A lot of you will have time boundaries that you normally attended your life to. So you got up in the morning, you left for work at a certain time, and you came home at a certain time from a structured work environment. Now you're finding that you can sleep in, and there's no such thing as when you knock off work to go home. What we recommend you do is to still set up a daily habit around times. This means that you'll be productive, and it also means that you will also establish what the brain is used to in terms of routine, in terms of work and also play. One of the things you should avoid is, in particular with drinking alcohol, is convincing yourself that it's okay, that because you don't actually have to work at work, you can have a couple of drinks while you're working at home. Or worse still, that drink o'clock, whatever is the time you would normally start drinking, can actually start earlier in the day. What we do know is that if you start social drinking within the home environment at an earlier time, the risk is that that becomes the new pattern, that you normalise it, and that you start to drink excessively during this lockdown period. So we recommend that if, say, your normal time for having a social drink is 6 p.m, stick to 6 p.m. Please don't start at lunchtime or even earlier or something in between, because the risk is that this will increase the amount of drinking, and we do know that in a situation where you're in a long-term lockdown environment, that long-term drinking can create its own set of problems within relationships and within yourself in terms of mental and physical health. So try and establish those routines and stick to them. Allow yourself, of course, an extra hour in bed, because that's the time when you would have normally got up, got showered and dressed and driven into work or commuted into work. So do allow yourself a little bit of time off, a little bit of extra downtime. But where possible, find a routine and stick to it. And if you're unemployed, again, try and find something structured to do throughout the day as part of your day. Do not abandon all structures and just sit around, because if you just sit around, the mind will start to play tricks. You'll find that you'll have recurrent thinking, potentially anxiety, potentially negative thinking. So try and come up with a structure, a routine, and that will help you survive this downtime, survive this lockdown. So you'll hear more from me in coming days. I'll try and do a blog fairly regularly, and that will be in addition to newsletters and emails we send out to our clients. Thanks for listening today. Bye.